Alright, alright. Welcome back, alright, everybody. Let's play. I'm so used to playing SpongeBob games that I just naturally say SpongeBob. Welcome back, right, everybody. Let's play Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. Last episode, what did we do? So we ran on over to Baguji, and, well, things went down. So we went on over to Baguji to figure out what we should do. Turns out Baguji was, Leorina. So, we have no elements. Leorina has all of them. Things are happening. Bad things. Kusha is all screwed up, as according to this, it is noxious. And, well, things are really going down now, over at the Sea of Tears, so let's do something about that. In what has now become the Dark Sea of Tears. I absolutely hate getting all the Dreamstones in this level, because the very end of the level, has some Dreamstones that you can't get if you miss. You'll finish the level if you miss them. Can't get them back. Anyways, new enemy that you only see in this level. This thing. Gives you a little bit of light. Actually, a lot of light. It is nice, but you can still only see things that are close to you. But it's very useful. Look at that giant moon. It's pretty. But do be wary. The light will only last for so long, and once that light is gone, well, you could compare it to Don't Starve, I suppose. And not to worry, because it's not all that difficult, keeping that thing on you. So I'm probably not going to get all the Dreamstones here because I'm going to screw up the end. Aside from that, there's also a Mirror Fairy that I tend to accidentally screw up when I first come across it. But oh well. Man. Whoops. I have 41 lives on this file. I can't get over that. I've been having such trouble with certain Mirror Fairies and with some of the board levels getting on the Dreamstones that I have been dropped to very low amounts of lives. And I discovered actually that if your number of lives drops down to 2 in this game, the game will actually just whoa, I need to go in here. The game will actually just start throwing, I can't just stand there and talk. The game will start throwing, random 1-ups at you. Kind of like that one, although that one wasn't one of them. It'll just start throwing random 1-ups, right in the middle of the level. You can't miss. Kind of like that 1-up I just picked up right there. Except you find, I don't know, like 3 of them surrounding this heart that I just picked up. It's really obvious the game's just like taking pity on you. And they'll appear there where they weren't before you died. And it'll give you a good number of lives because there are a lot of them that will appear. Of course, if you die again, those lives won't reappear. But I can bring you from 2 to like 7 lives. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I mean, you're not going to get the lives unless you need them, but at the same time, it makes things feel kind of cheap, the whole death being cheap thing. It makes lives feel a little bit less meaningful if you just get more lives if your lives get low. Because believe me, like I said, those 1-ups, they're not hard to get. You'll just like randomly see a 1-up sitting here or something. And they're put there right out in your face. Like that one right there as well. Although, usually even easier to find. They oftentimes be right next to a checkpoint too, so you can actually get them there. I do like the idea of adaptive difficulty, I guess. But, and the game doesn't get any harder if you do well, but it does get easier if you do badly, so I don't know. That in combination with the whole Popka thing, with how you can have Popka join in and make you do things such as this, which is kind of cheaty, and this, which is even more cheaty, is, I don't know. He thinks it makes things a bit too easy in some regards. And as you saw earlier, actually, if you throw... You don't actually have to hit one of those blue enemies with your wind bullet to make it give its light to you. You actually just throw another enemy at it to pop it. Whoops. But, and you get that way. And those are those dreamstones I said I always screw up with the mirror fairy, because I always pick those up without realizing there's a mirror fairy there. Oh well though. I'm not gonna kill myself to get dreamstones in this playthrough, because I'm not going through the trouble of being on the dreamstones. That's what my main file's for. I'm just getting on the doll parts. There's little black bit particles everywhere. The darkness is not kind to you, should you let it get to you. Not for a detour. I played this game for a total of like 3.5 hours or so today, and I've pretty much only just made enough progress to actually fit into these 3 episodes I'm recording tonight. I swear, this game goes by so much more slowly when you pick up every dreamstone, every doll part. Oh god, I usually pick up these dreamstones before I hit that clock. I went through this level like 4 times because of the end part. If you miss the dreamstones at the very end, you will have to redo the entire level. And the other dreamstones I find kind of easy to miss too. Oh yay, Kaiton. You. Hey you, Kaiton. Whatever. I just have issues with actually piloting those things. And the momentum's really weird though. If you turn around while you're flying Kaiton, your momentum is reversed. And by the way, I have absolutely no idea there's a spike up the top left right there. There's nothing of interest there at all. Anyways. Okay. By the way, dying doesn't actually... Dying and respawning doesn't actually reset, or doesn't set your like light meter. Well, not meter, but your like the brightness of your light. It doesn't reset it to what it was when you hit the checkpoint. It'll actually be very dim whenever you respawn. But thankfully, there are always some light enemies right there for you to deal with. To be nice to you. Okay. So, this is the end part. Man, this is a shorter level than I realized. Wow. Oh, crap. So this is what Hounds of the Darkness gets to. And then you get some light back, but it doesn't last very long. So what I do is I usually take 2 hits of damage here. And if I missed any Dreamstones right at the beginning there... Yeah! No! Oh, you! I got all the Dreamstones, I still died. And then, yeah, usually what I would do is I leave myself with 1 health. And I pick up all the... If I missed any of the Dreamstones that first jump, I'd just kill myself. But if I missed any on the second jump, I'd still be screwed. I have to restart the whole level. And that's part of how I've been able to get through this level so quickly, aside from it just being short, because I've gone through it a number of times today. Oh wait, well part of the issue is that I didn't actually hit the light enemy that I saw right there. That's dumb. And I'm messing up. What am I missing? Where could I be missing a... That enemy doesn't respawn, does it? Ugh. I'm missing a doll part. I'm really close to the end of the game, so I'm kind of running out of chances to pick up the last of the doll part, or to pick up any doll parts I missed. But for now, story.
Lunatea, all we
The Volk Bell actually has that faction symbol on it. Legend has it the Asia's Ark once traveled freely between the kingdoms.
Wanna up? What? Wanna up? Pelok plana astrem. Meisnana. Figuna perio simun nasulum. Figuna lot. Yamu linan. Turia amuap. Sugana pro. So elnovo. Figuna lot. Wawa. Awang bau, awayang. Wirar putuda, higuanil tab.
I'm not really sure what would be bad about that, but and with who's doing it and why, can't be too sure. I really don't know which doll part I would have missed there. I'm curious. The problem is, I expected that level to take a lot longer. Because the next level, and the part after that, I intended to do next episode. And then after that comes one level that is quite long, and will be in its own episode entirely. So, there's not really anything left for me to do except head on over to Dark Sea of Tears and show you guys wherever that last doll part is. And I found all the doll parts without issue on my first run through of the level. Just this, well, it was about noon actually when I did it. So, less than 12 hours ago. But I'll just run through the level like normal and see what I see. Until then, I don't very well know what I would be talking about. There's not exactly much going on right now that I can talk about. I can't really be showing a story or anything like that, and there isn't much of anything for me to discuss about the story right now that wouldn't spoil things, I don't think. This game is... I don't know if I should really say this game has a strong story, but I do greatly enjoy its story nonetheless. Why is this one up here? It's not that it has great progression or anything like that. It's still enjoyable to see. And the gameplay ties together pretty well, I think. And it actually reuses levels in what I would consider to be a good way. But the story ties into that in a natural fashion, I mean. I guess I won't really be able to explain what it is I like about it so much until the very end of the story. Because that's when things reach their pinnacle. Naturally. Because this whole story, in a way, is leading up to something. And that's part of what I like about it. So maybe it is something about the way the story is told as well. But, of course, I can't very well tell you what that is right now, for particular reasons. That being not spoiling stuff. It'd be nice if instead of just filling up an order, you actually had each doll part correspond to one part on the diagram, so you can tell which one you're missing. I don't know why this moo doesn't respawn right here, but then again, I don't really know why it would. It's just for that one jump there. And the moo to its left doesn't seem to respawn, so... Okay, so I'll show you guys how to do this part at least. There we go. Nothing particularly complicated. I don't even know what to say about it, you just kind of pick up the stones that are there. I said the dream stones, or the mirror fairy summons were a lot more complex than Klonoa 1, or at least the remake. I don't know if there were any differences between the mirror fairy summons or not, and between the original and the Wii remake. But I found that they were much more complex and a lot more difficult in the Wii version. There were some that I really took a lot of tries to do. And they really require you to do the whole thing perfectly. Keep pressing R1 to look at the diagram of the doll parts I've collected. For some reason, expecting it to change. But I don't know how I can just kind of cruise through the level the first time without ever... Oh, I remember where it is. I didn't see it because it's too dark. It's up above there. Above the spiker. I just kind of cruised through this level without... Well, I've been doing for most of the levels, just kind of cruising through it without... really... putting much into it. And just kind of having to get everything. And whatever if I don't get all of those, I guess. Let me out. Yay. And I survived. I guess I'll leave the rest of these dreamstones alone so I can just get through the level. And as much as I like getting dreamstones, I'm not really interested in setting a new record for dreamstones in this level because I don't really have a reason to. But how interesting, now that I've... Yeah, after having like 3 or 4 failed attempts at this section right here where I just picked up all the dream zones perfectly 3 times in a row, I finally get it right and then everything works perfectly. But that's that. That was only like 5 minutes going through that level, wasn't it? Not a very long level, and it is kind of a remake of the original Sea of Tears, but there are some new segments, I believe. Unless my memory is just failing me, or unless they just changed the old segments so much that I don't recognize them. But I like it. I like how this game reuses levels, it saves on disk space, and actually, it does so in a good way. In a way that I actually appreciate. And in a way that's actually kind of fun to do, to go back and see what things are now that they've changed in some way or another. Speaking of change, you might have noticed that the whole ocean is freaking gone. Well, we'll investigate that next time. Kind of. Man, all those green dreamstones. I think this game's like Klonoa for the Wii, where if you get less than 130 dreamstones, you don't even get a green dreamstone next to the level. But we have all the dolls so far. We still have a couple levels left to go. We have 12 dolls so far. I don't remember how many there are in total. I don't... There's... I think there are 4 levels left, actually, so... 4 levels that have, these things at least. These dolls. But we will see about all the doll business when we... Whoops, not Volk. Last time I meant to go to Joyland, I went to Volk as well. But, yeah, we'll see what all this business is with the, dolls at, Momet House once we finish the game. Because, there will be plenty there. But, as you can see, empty Sea of Tears, indeed. So, we're gonna journey through here, and believe me, this is a fun level, and some big stuff happens after that, too. So, next episode's gonna be packed with exciting things. And hopefully it's not gonna be too short. I have 2 places to go through it, so I don't think it will be. But, this is one of the more exciting levels of the game, one of the more interesting. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's still fun. Fun to do, fun to watch. So, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode. Let's play Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. Bye, guys.